Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot in Pagan Perspective. I didn't really get to make this video as quickly as I wanted to, so you're going to have a real short video. First off, I want to say to everybody that left a comment last week, the good ones, thank you very much. The bad ones, you know, what we do here at Pagan Perspective is give our opinion, and to the person that said, I don't think a Christian should be, or you have a problem with a Christian giving a pagan perspective on Crowley, I think is along the lines that you said. For one, I am not purely a Christian, while a lot of the Christian dogma and aspects are present in my practice, not all of them are. So, there's that. Also, you know, we try to give our opinion, and if we don't know everything about the topic on hand, please don't berate us for giving, you know, our opinion. So, with that said, I'm going to go into this week's topic, which is on the Lesser Key of Solomon by Ars Goetia. And this question comes from, oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because it's a whole bunch of letters, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce it and mispronounce it and all that and stumble through it. It'll be a long video. So, basically, this person says, you guys should have a commentary on the 72 demons found in Ars Goetia of the Lesser Key of Solomon. That's basically all they said, so getting on with it. I haven't read this particular version of the Lesser Key of Solomon. I have read the part of the Key of Solomon. I can't remember the author offhand, but it was like written in 1903, and it's from a 1600-ish text that it was transcribed from. So it doesn't exactly flow like your normal book would, written by like Christopher Penczak or Scott Cunningham, Raymond Buckland, all them. So it doesn't really flow as easily with reading as those ones do. So it was really kind of confusing. Plus, it was written on a higher level of understanding with the Key of Solomon, as if you already understood what it was. So it was like going into a college 200 class instead of a 101 class, which is what I kind of wanted to read about, just to get a basic understanding of it. So it was kind of hard to understand. I got through maybe like 10-15 pages, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is going on here? I have no clue what they're talking about. They just mentioned something that I didn't even know what they're referring to. So it was kind of hard to read that. But basically the gist of it is that it goes back to King Solomon, the king of the Jews, which was about, I think, 900 years before Christ. So, kind of giving you an understanding of when the time frame was. And it basically describes that King Solomon had a brass vessel that he inscribed different symbols on that demons would have to pay homage to, or that they would have to obey. And so he put all these symbols on this brass vessel, trapped 72 demons within this brass vessel, and excuse me, there were different rituals that you would have to perform to bring forth each demon and, you know, have them do your bidding. Some of them would, how do I want to say this? Some of them would ask for a price to be paid, or for you to show certain emotions or certain aspects of yourself before they would even consider doing your bidding, such as one of them, and again the name slips me right now, what the or escapes me right now what the actual name of the demon was, but one of them was you would have to show courage whenever they come forth, or else they could take you over until they thought that you were worthy of them doing your bidding. So it was basically that aspect with many of them, different things that you would have to do, different aspects that you would have to show, and you would have to pay homage to each one of them whenever you called them forth in a ritual to do whatever it is that you had them do. and each demon had a different aspect about them. Some were to tell the past, the future, and present. Some were for fortune. Some were, for love and stuff like that. And each one of them were higher beings in hell. So, or in the Jewish or Christian aspect of hell. And some of them were actually individuals that answered directly to Lucifer, or Satan, as many people call him. And some were lesser beings that did not have as many demons or lesser being demons underneath them. But all of them had a title of like Duke, Earl, King, Governor, stuff like that. So as far as I'm concerned, I would probably never use anything like this, just because the demon aspect and the hell aspect kind of has me on edge. I might consider doing it in the future, but for me right now, it's not something that I would necessarily, go ahead and go do. So that's basically my take on it. Like I said, I've only read a little bit of the book before I sat there and said, wow, what's going on? But if you have a basic grasp of everything that's going on up to this point, or that you know what's to be expected with reading this book, I'd say go ahead and read it. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't have the prior knowledge of what this book was about, so it kind of threw me off guard. And like I said, it's kind of a little bit of a tougher read, especially if you're used to books that flow through, and not books that just like start you off with, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? So I might give it another read, or attempt another read at it, but as of right now, it's not something that I'm interested in. It does have in there some things that I would probably do, like exorcisms and stuff like that. So yes, if you're interested in that stuff, it is in that book. And that's about all that I have to say on the topic. I'm looking at about 7 minutes-ish, maybe 8 minutes by the time I'm done rambling here. But yes, please leave a comment, questions, stuff like that. I didn't leave any comments on last week's video after seeing some of the ruder comments, because I wanted to address them in this video and say, please don't leave rude comments, because, for one, it's hurtful. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Show a little tact, show a little courtesy. We are giving our opinions here, so therefore, take it as our opinions and not as, oh, we're a panel of experts and on every single thing pagan. So that's about all that I have. Until next time, have a great day and a better tomorrow. Bye-bye.